What's going on, Saturday Ticket supporters? I didn't upload NFL 100 last week, and that's on me. So as a makeup, you guys are going to get NFL 100 today and tomorrow to make up for me missing last week. For today, it's Articles 20 to 22. Let's not waste any time. Article 20, Almost Perfect Patriots. And I'm sure you've all seen this picture, maybe not from this angle, but it's David Tyree's helmet catch over Rodney Harrison. Almost Perfect Patriots 2007. The 2017, not the 2017, but the 2007 Patriots featured one of the most prolific offenses in NFL history as they rolled to the league's first ever 16-0 record in the regular season. Tom Brady set a single season record with 50 touchdown passes. Randy Moss had an NFL record 23 TD receptions. New England scored 589 points, the most ever in a season. The perfect regular season, however, was followed by a very imperfect ending. First, the team was rocked by reports of cheating. The Patriots were accused of stealing opponents' sideline signals. For all the records New England set during the regular season, Spygate was all anyone wanted to talk about during the 2 weeks leading up to Super Bowl 42 in Glendale, Arizona. Still, they were heavily favored to win the title as the New York Giants seemed to come out of nowhere to win the NFC that year. In fact, the stage was set for a giant upset during Week 17 of the regular season. The Giants were locked into the number 5 seed in the playoffs. With nothing to play for, then Giants head coach Tom Coughlin was under pressure to rest some injured starters before the playoffs. Instead, they laid out in an effort to hand the Patriots their first loss of the season. New England held on to win a thriller 38-35 and cap the NFL's first 16-0 season. It was a rare case of a team actually gaining momentum from a loss. The Giants won 3 straight road games in the playoffs to earn a rematch in the Super Bowl. Unlike the offensive fireworks that took place in Week 17, Super Bowl 42 was a defensive struggle. After averaging 36.8 points per game in the regular season, the Patriots were clinging to a 14-10 lead over the Giants as time ran down in the fourth quarter. The Giants began their final drive on their own 17-yard line with 2:42 to play. The game-winning drive lasted 12 plays and 83 yards. But there is only one play anyone thinks about on 3rd and 5 from the Giants' 44-yard line. Eli Manning dodged multiple Patriots pass rushers before finally launching a pass down the middle of the field. Giants receiver David Tyree outjumped Patriots Pro Bowl safety Rodney Harrison for the ball, pinning it against his helmet as he came down to the turf. The helmet catch gave New York first down at the Patriots' 24-yard line. 4 plays later, Manning hit Plaxico Burress for the game-winning 13-yard touchdown. New England had one last desperation possession, but could not convert. The New York Giants stunned the heavily favored Patriots 17-14. Yes, article number 21, the Immaculate Reception. Franco Harris taking his trot to the end zone on the Immaculate Reception play. This is something I'm sure you guys have heard about as well. On December the 23rd, 1972. It remains one of the most romanticized plays in NFL history, even though the Immaculate Reception did not win a championship or even set up a title run. The play has become synonymous with the Pittsburgh Steelers dynasty of the 70s, yet it occurred a full 2 years before their first Super Bowl. But it was certainly significant. In nearly 40 years of existence, the Steelers had never won a playoff game. It looked like that would remain the case as they trailed the Oakland Raiders 7-6 with less than 30 seconds left in their AFC divisional playoff game at Three Rivers Stadium. Facing 4th and 10 at their own 40-yard line, Terry Bradshaw scrambled away from pressure and threw the ball about 30 yards downfield towards Steelers halfback John "Frenchie" Fuqua. Raiders safety Jack Tatum arrived just as the ball did, and the hit sent the ball flying backwards. Just before it touched the ground, Steelers running back Franco Harris scooped it up and raced 42 yards for the game-winning touchdown. The Steelers lost to Miami in the AFC Championship game 1 week later, but that wouldn't detract from the magnitude of the play. It's the miracle play that everybody remembers, and it kind of did introduce the Steelers to everyone. said veteran sports writer Ray Dinger. That was the day the Steelers came out of the shadows. A team that had never won anything. The Raiders got a minor level of revenge by defeating Pittsburgh in the 1973 playoffs. In 1974, the Steelers beat the Raiders in the AFC Championship game before winning their first of their 4 Super Bowl titles in the 1970s. Harris, who caught the Immaculate Reception, was MVP of Super Bowl IX. Article 22 is called NFL AAFC Merger. Here's the picture. It's running back taking the ball. Looks like he's in the process of getting tackled. NFL AAFC Merger, December 9, 1949. The All-American Football Conference began play in 1946 with 8 teams. By the start of the 49 season, the AAFC was down to 7 teams. By the end of the 49 season, NFL Commissioner Bert Bell announced a merger deal in which 3 AAFC teams, the Cleveland Browns, San Francisco 49ers, and Baltimore Colts, would join the NFL in 1950. To be sure, there was really only one main reason anyone was interested in the AAFC. 2 days after the merger announcement, the Cleveland Browns won their 4th consecutive AAFC title. Led by team founder and owner Paul Brown and quarterback Otto Graham, the Browns were eager to challenge the best the NFL had to offer. Fittingly, the 1950 season kicked off with a game between the Browns and the 2-time defending NFL champion Philadelphia Eagles. Before a crowd of more than 71,000 in Philadelphia, Cleveland throttled the Eagles 35-10, serving notice that the dominant team of the AAFC was ready to establish itself as a dynasty in the NFL. Just 3 months after that, the Browns defeated the Giants in a playoff game to win the National Conference, then beat the Los Angeles Rams in the NFL Championship, 30-28. In addition to the Browns, Colts, and 49ers joining the NFL, players from the 4 remaining AAFC teams that were folding were put into a dispersal draft, thus infusing some new talent into the NFL. There were already several future Hall of Famers on the Browns, and the 49ers had running back Joe the Jet Perry, and the Colts had Y.A. Tittle. It's also worth noting that Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch got his start with the AAFC's Chicago Rockets, and Giants Hall of Famer Arnie Weinmaster started his career with the AAFC's New York Yankees. And that'll do it, folks. There haven't been too many videos on this channel recently, but that's about to change once Madden 22 comes out. So hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any of this content. Madden 21's been a good year, but I'm more than prepared for 22. Have a good rest of your day, and I'm out. Goodbye.